Today, I'll walk you through exactly how to use Confluence Whiteboards so you can start brainstorming, planning, and collaborating visually with your team. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know not just how to create your first whiteboard in Confluence, but what makes this tool so valuable for organizing ideas, mapping out projects, or facilitating meetings, all directly inside Confluence. So let's jump in and get your workspace set up. The very first thing you'll need to do is log into Confluence. If you're already working with Confluence on a daily basis, this step will feel familiar, but it's worth giving it a little extra attention. Logging in ensures that you have the right access to all of your team's spaces, pages, and importantly, the whiteboard feature. So go ahead and navigate to your organization's Confluence URL. Enter your username and password. If your company uses single sign-on, you might see an extra dialog or two. Just follow the usual login routine. Once you're in, you'll be looking at your main Confluence dashboard where all your workspaces live. I always say take a quick glance to make sure you're in the right account, especially if you work with multiple organizations or clients. It avoids confusion later on. Next, let's move up to the toolbar at the top of your screen, right next to the search bar. You'll see a button labeled Create. It's usually one of the main action buttons sitting prominently at the top. Think of this like your gateway to creating pretty much anything in Confluence. Pages, meeting notes, project plans, and of course whiteboards. Click on Create. This will open up a drop-down menu or a new page depending on your version of Confluence. If you don't see the Create button or it's grayed out, don't worry. This usually means you don't have editing permissions in the current space. Just double-check your permissions or send a quick message to your admin. It's a common hiccup and easy to solve. Now comes the fun part, selecting the whiteboard template. Within the creation options, you'll have a variety of templates to choose from. Look for whiteboard. Sometimes it's at the top if it's a new or popular feature, or you might need to scroll just a bit. Click on whiteboard, and in a few seconds, Confluence will create a brand new blank canvas for you. This is where the magic happens. Imagine it as your team's virtual whiteboard, but with infinite space and tools built in. Sticky notes, diagrams, shapes, connectors, even real-time collaboration with your teammates. And that's it, you're now ready to start organizing ideas, making diagrams, or leading workshops, all live within Confluence. Don't worry if it feels a little different from a traditional physical whiteboard at first. With just these simple steps, you'll discover how powerful and flexible digital whiteboarding can be, and how it keeps all your work linked right alongside your Confluence documentation. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps the channel grow and lets me know which topics you want more of. Drop any questions or thoughts in the comments below. I always try to respond and help out. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more practical Confluence tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching and happy whiteboarding.